Hello. We went live, live, sorry, and live as well. It's my stream of romantic developer late night talk, and today we have a series, a chapter number 107. Those streams are created in attempt to prove that I can do streaming, and we had some challenge. I took some challenge to make streams at least 152 days. It's the number of streams which my wife did, but it's completely different stream. I mean, she did it with sharing very specific knowledge every day and with some cool plan and with some results, and it was very well planned, a lot of exercises and so on. And there are some courses which people joined, and once they complete this course, they start living better. It was primarily for women, but yeah, of course, even men could take a lot of useful things from those streams. My streams are mostly random. After all this time, there is some natural structure, like maybe 5 to 15 minutes of some answering your questions, commenting your comments, talking about some recent news, and sharing my personal reflections through the day. And sometimes that's it. Sometimes we start and look into the code, and right now we are doing some project. We started it from scratch, and it's all about helping YouTubers to quicker and better describe their streams, their videos, following the same pattern, transcribe them if it's not done by YouTube. YouTube, by the way, do awful job with transcription, not in English, but in some languages. For example, I had problems with transcribing Ukrainian or Russian videos. Sometimes YouTube think, okay, that video, even if I say it's Ukrainian, it's in Ukrainian, etc., etc., okay, looks like it's Russian, I'll do transcription to Russian. And of course, even those languages are not so distant from each other, but it do very bad. And instead, we could use some open source programs or just API, like Whisper, and the recent models like large version 3 or Turbo, which is much faster but very capable, can do much better transcription comparing to YouTube. And then basically naturally I helped with some videos before, and I do some ChatGPT prompts and say, hey, can you please generate some good title, some good description, and so on and so on. And yeah, just not to repeat all these prompts, I decided to write some program to do all of this as one step, like automate the things. Why all the programs exist to automate things. And yeah, I did that, and but then I lost the code, and when I want to do with some streams, especially my streams, especially streams which are long enough, it didn't work because yeah, it could transcribe only Whisper files till 25 megabytes, and there are other limitations. So I decided, okay, let's try to build it from scratch. And we start with very simple things like building a batch file to do that, and it's already in GitHub. We use programs like YouTube DLP to download any video from YouTube. FFmpeg, which part of YouTube DLP, to transform all the videos. We could download all the audios, like we use it to transform a video to MP3. Basically we download it as MP3, we don't use it directly, but yeah, most probably we use it somewhere under behind the scene. And then we use Whisper. We're trying to install Whisper locally, but right now we're using it as a service. And also we are using ChatGPT, ChatGPT 4 model to execute some prompts. Right now, basically it's the same thing, to generate relevant keywords, to generate description, to generate titles. And one of the most trickiest part suddenly become generate video sections or video chapters. And it looks like for some videos it's very hard to do, and we spent several streams just looking how we can do that. As of now, we already find some solution which includes providing to the prompt not SRT, basically subtitles input, but more simplified subtitles which just say time and what the people saying. And model with that working much better. Also we change some parameters about temperature and top P, so some internal parameters for the model, which also looks like slightly helped. So now it's more or less working, not bad. And now we just need to make our program shine and switch to the next step when we do it as a service, as a set of multiple multi-services, microservices, which will work together in Azure with some website, with some interface, and as final result probably we could automate updating the YouTube video titles, description, keywords, transcripts, and so on. Yeah. So for some reason I decided to give you some intro what I'm doing recently, what we are doing in software side. About personal reflections. Yeah, I spent too much time recently of talking about danger of artificial intelligence, not particularly LLM models, but more artificial intelligence which more intelligent and less fake. So LLMs, they are very cool, of course. It's uncomparable complexity to what we had before, but it still don't know much about what it's doing. Basically just good model which try to provide some results which we would like to have, which we like, yes, and it doesn't know about things in the data, in that knowledge. That's why it's so simple to train it, to modify, customize, and so on. And it's like basically it's very it's not very intellectual, let's say that. It's complex, it's a lot a lot of data, it's trained on a large amount of data. It has multiple inputs to provide your pretty long and good answer as output, but it's still just replicating some human behavior, and it's basically sum of all the knowledge it's received, not It's not producing own content, let's say that. Even if its content is unique, it's like created as a summarization of all other things it knows. So with some deviation, of course, it could be unique, but not as unique as you could imagine from a real artificial intelligence. So okay, let's stop. Let's stop. I really could talk about it a lot, because I feel with very deep feeling that how awfully humanity not prepared for real artificial intelligence, how it's called AGI, so general artificial intelligence. So okay, what I want to talk slightly today, it was very recent communication with my close person, and as a result of it I start thinking, okay, not of communication, but because something we discussed, and I think, okay, sometimes people used to good things very quickly and they take them as granted, and it contains multiple things. It could be coziness of home, or cleanness, or meat, meal every day on the table. It could be some very kindness which they receive, wisdom they could get, and acceptance, and so on and so on. So many things which many people have like lack of them, and they understand them, they want them much more deeply, and of course value them much more. But people who had that, it's again, they start underestimating them, and of course every time you underestimate something, don't recognize it, it's lead to the increased chance that you could lose it. Give me 1 second, I'll switch to stream on my phone. So I could see, hello. I'm sorry, it shows it's live. Okay, now I could see the stream. So I'll open stream on my phone so I could see if anyone joins and there are any questions. Normally it's not many questions. YouTube don't like my streams much, mostly because it's not about software development, it's not about relationship, it's about multiple things, and it's pretty not simplified things. Of course, there are people who talk much more complex things about maybe relationship, much more complex things about software development, but that combination is not helping with good recommendation, So yeah, if you see that, please accept that stream and my words as some sign of universe, and just start value things you have, because if you have like everything, just be grateful for those. It's not like granted, it's given to you, so you could feel greatness and joy of having it, and sharing with others something maybe they don't have. So please don't take all you have as granted. You have your God's love as granted, and everything else it's not given to everyone. No, you could think about anything. Ability to see, not everyone. Ability to eat whatever you want and as much as you want. Oh, come on, half of the world couldn't eat as much as they want, even more than half of the world, I think. Live in cozy home with hot and cold water, electricity, warm and at winter, cool and summer. No, I think maybe 80% of people on the earth not living in such conditions. So yeah, and if you have very good relationship in your family, if your kids love you and you have like loved wife or husband, or good relationship with your parents, and yeah, peace and wisdom in your family, come on, it's not as granted. It's yeah, probably you invest into that, but still I think only few persons on the earth having all of those. So yeah, be grateful for those. Okay, something with my nose. Some hair. It's touching it, and I couldn't stop touching my nose. Just in my try to keep it nice. Okay. Today I also stream from the work. As usual, we use late time to go to the office and do some work together. My wife wrote the book, is writing book. I am working on my projects. So it's a nice time. It's a very empty office, very great silence here, and big offices, big empty offices. So it's something inspiring us, but maybe we will try some different times, who knows. Today I bring with me a small light. It's just on top of my notebook, so it allows my face and all the colors look more colorful. I think it looks slightly greenish. Maybe I need to apply some filter, I don't know. But yeah, I also have some small light behind me which I try to create the same cozy light atmosphere as in my home. But yeah, it doesn't work like that. Of course, it's much smaller, and I don't want to bring a lot of equipment with me, so I just put small light, two small lights basically, and that's it, and it's already changes the things. Okay, what about our program, local YouTube helper? So let's switch to our Visual Studio and look here. So we solved many problems. Yeah, we don't need the temperature. You know, probably we could do with the temperature the same thing as with top P. We could say temperature is equal 10, and let's repeat the same pattern, but it would be with the temperature. And let's remove temperature from here, and also we have something like reading all the required parse arguments and load config and we have temperature as required key. Let's remove it from required key. Actually, we just need model and open API key, maybe max tokens as well. Let's keep it, but not temperature, not top P. It should be optional. It should be optional. Okay. So what we have? You know, of course, it's very important to write your code yourself. And because if you will use ChatGPT, you will become, I read some articles, you could become silly or dumb very soon. But I don't think so. I wrote a code for a lot of years before and took multiple positions, from QA to project manager to somewhere in between, like team leader or just developer or just automation QA person, and so on and so on. So I tried so many jobs and did so many coding. Of course, if you don't do something every day, you lose your your proficiency, of course. But at the same time, you should find some golden measure, golden line. Where are you going to code yourself, or where you are going to use ChatGPT or some other model for the best, and use it to speed up what you are doing. It couldn't do everything for you at this moment. Hopefully, yes. But if you don't use it to speed up your development, someone will use it, and more like sooner or later that person could replace you if you have the same skill, if you could solve the same issues, but he is much faster. So the same amount of time he will be execute more. And you know, for in many cases ChatGPT writing not bad functions, you just need to review them. So you need to have that skill of reviewing what the program's doing. So I'm going to come here to GPT for one preview, and I don't know how much more I have this model for this month. It's nearly the finish of the month. So, oh, I showed my desktop. What it has. Maybe I could move it to some different desktop. No. Share. I have cool CPU-D, Touch Power Up, Visual Studio, and local YouTube helper. Okay. So, nice monkeys, by the way. I see they're made from tree, but yeah. So, and let's try to improve something. I have a program, and let's see what it could do, what it couldn't do. I want next improvements. So, what's the improvement we want? First of all, we want to after when we download, audio, from video. I want to use less quality to save size. Let's make it configurable, at least in the code. I think about 56K for MP3 file should be sufficient for transcription. What do you think? Next, make chunks of bigger time. Let's think of what it could be. Maybe 30 minutes if we will send to a Whisper MP3 56K version of 30 minutes. It should be below 25 megabyte limit. Okay, after we receive all chunks from transcription, let's use ChatGPT prompt to return us well organized transcript. Asking ChatGPT to remove providing ChatGPT instructions on how we received transcript, that it has some overlap, about 5 seconds, right? And we want to get clean and well formatted SRT without duplications. After we get transcript from ChatGPT, let's save it as SRT file. Let's extract TXT portion from it and save as TXT file, and let's extract the simplified version of transcript and save it as LLM SRT file. By default, for executing prompt, let's use LLM SRT content when we need content with time component. Do overall refactoring of the code, remove code we don't need to use, improve other code to don't have repeats when it's possible. And let's ask provide a full version of the code, let's say modified code, and provide full list of your changes after. Okay, let's try to use that GPT prompt for O1 preview. So we could do less coding ourselves for simple things. So let's see if it will work. Also, I use different microphone today, not from camera, but it's right on me. It's connected to computer, so no magic here, but it's still nice. Looks like it's handling my voice better than camera one. And I think it's not do any sound or noise cancellation, but because it's located closer to me, some other sounds like less possible for it. Okay, so let's wait until it finish the code generation, and let's see all the changes, and then we decide what we will do. We'll just copy all the code, or we will copy it line by line based on the changes we want to pick up or not. I need somehow keep my hair on top. Okay, let's see first. It think more than a minute. It's interesting, and it's show all the steps. Okay, let's see what it says after the code. List of changes. So it's added audio bitrate variable in the top of the code with desired audio bitrate. We modified download YouTube video function, and we have post-processor in YouTube DLP options to include that we want audio bitrate set to 56 kilobytes. Okay, removed preferred quality, which is best quality. I just reminding you. What's next? Increase chunk size for audio splitting. So we set chunk length from 15 minutes to 30 minutes and export it with the same bitrate. Yes, it's good. Adjusted the condition to check if the file size is less than 24 megabytes before deciding not to split. Okay. Transcript using ChatGPT. Added clean up transcript function to send combined SRT transcript to OpenAI API with instructions to clean up overlaps. prepared message with specific instruction about the overlap and the needed for a clean, well-formatted SRT. Okay, that thing we need to rewrite because it's not anymore API which OpenAI supports. Okay, it would be simple. Modify transcribe audio files function, clean up transcript, and then we save transcript SRT, and then we extract text from cleaned SRT, generate as transcript txt, and simplify transcript, also save. Used LLM SRT content for prompts requiring time component. Okay, get extracted total lengths. Remove improved clarity, remove duplicate function definition, extract text from SRT function. Okay, clean up import statements, remove unnecessary imports and ensure all required libraries are imported correctly, simplified variable name and logic, improving error handling, providing the full modified code. Cool. Okay, so overall we probably could copy the code, except let's look at chat completion. Oh, that is the thing. Audio transcription create, and for prompts we say client chat completion create. Interesting. My screen doesn't have end, so it's like it is. Okay, so what I want, let's switch back to the prompt. Let's copy it and maybe let's go to that GPT-4. Let's trigger it, say hi. Can you update code to use new OpenAI SDK, like, and we need like that. And we need to look for whisper. Okay. So we need to replace that with that. Okay, let's wait until the code would be fully generated. So yeah, it's mostly generated. Come on. So let's just replace, and let's see what the changes we have. So now we use extract text from SRT, that SRT library. Okay, here we removed text. Yeah, we removed temperature ourselves before. Okay, sanitize file name, download YouTube video, split audio files. Okay, initialize OpenAI client, transcribe with Whisper, clean up transcript. We'll look at it later. Process single prompt. Okay. Main. So what I don't like, we completely don't have those files, and it's probably because that sync removed them, because it's not required for functionality we asked. Okay, let's copy that code. Let's copy generated by O1 preview model, even if it's not exactly cool. Let's insert it. Yeah, it's much bigger code. And let's see all the changes. Okay, yeah, it's still extract txt from SRT. We replaced with that library SRT, but later not much changes. We just provided more chunk lengths. And what is here? Transcribe chunk. So let me look into that. So it's something about OpenAI initialization. So we need to initialize client. So let's try even to revert changes lines, client. it's good. And here we just say revert get total length, last line, okay, and let's replace Z-sync. We couldn't, so cleanup transcript we need to change. We need replace with Whisper API Z-sync. Okay, looks good. OpenAI key still we need that. And here processing a prompt. Okay, it's here. Okay, looks good. So let's go here and just update something like that. Client and client, and go to the cleanup transcript, and let's insert here client like this, and here we just replace it with this. And response choices, let's see what it expects. Response choices, it's equals response, okay. Choices 0 message. Response choices 0 message content. Here let's just put 3 lines and let's just make that as multi-line string. The same here. Okay, is overlapped, and we do overlap every transcribe, and we do overlap every how many minutes, seconds? About 30 minutes. Let's go to transcribe chunk. No, here, transcribe audio file. Transcribe and split audio file. Let's go here. Chunk length in milliseconds. And that is just make sure that equals, it would be seconds, it would be minutes, every 30 minutes. Okay, just to make sure. So let's go to our generated cleans transcript. I'm removing duplicate subtitles causing overlap audio chunks. Okay, assertive was generated from overlapping audio chunks with 5 seconds between each chunk. Chunk size is is 30 minutes long. 30 minutes long. Please remove any duplicates caused by overlap and provide cleanup where format transcript. Okay. And ready to use and in proper SRT format. Looks good. So. Okay, so what we will do, let's try to execute it and just try to download something. Let's go here, or maybe we can even go here, make it bigger. We try to do full process. Let's just try to download. Let's see what commands do we have. We have download. Download looks good. Download. Yeah, we need to make nicer program with better user interface. And let's go here. It's probably Night Talk number 103. It's pretty long video. Let's just remove it. Test download. So let's try to test our AI helper. Okay, it compiles. Error downloading video. FMPEG extract init and expect argument post-processor args. Let's try not to resolve that issue ourselves. And let's see if ChatGPT 4 could do that. Hey, I get an error on download action. Can you help with proper format executing to DLP to get stream as output? So we just asked GPT-4, which has ability to search internet, and it has better knowledge, I mean more recent knowledge than O1 preview. Post-processor inside post-processor option instead. Here is the correct function. And YouTube DLP options. So post-processor, and it would be post-processor args. Okay, let's go to AI helper. That's why we tested step by step, because we add something. And let's do that with YouTube DLP options, URL, audio file, ASPA join. Yeah, looks good. So let's try to execute once again the same command, just to see if we can download. Okay, downloading is going on well. Let's see how it will save as MP3 file. So it's downloading 77 megabytes. MP3 file should be much less, correct? Extracting audio, and we could immediately look at the audio file here. Where is our size? Date created. Okay. So MP3 file, you see, you don't see because we have some preview enabled. Let's remove preview plane, view, preview. Okay, preview. Now it's better. So Right now mp3 is top file, and it's still working with ffmpeg, probably to convert webm to mp3 to have it in 56 kilobytes. So let's wait until it will finish downloading. Not downloading, converting, sorry. Last time we executed, so if you will look on other videos when we haven't specified that option, yeah, we don't have webm, but it's the similar length of the stream. It's become bigger than webm. It's become bigger. So yeah, I remember from 77 it was more than 100, 110 or something in mp3. So let's see, but 56 kilobyte, it should be kilobit stream for mp3 should be good, should be good enough. Why it's taking so long? Yeah, it's ffmpeg working in background and it's taking a lot of time. Come on. I understand it's about 2 hours stream, but still ffmpeg working so extensively. Looks like something wrong with ffmpeg or my codecs here, I'm not sure. Okay, let's wait. We will do it only once. Just want to test all the new functions we have in our updated file, and if it will work nice, I could update it in GitHub repository, so if someone wants, they can test it as well. So downloading it was super fast. Converting on my computer, not so super fast. Yeah, still, it's about 2 hours. 2 hours converting to mp3 shouldn't be a huge deal, correct? Oh, we received 47, but it would be 4 files. Audio file, deleting original file, okay, mp3 file. Now let's execute it and do transcribe. Let's see if that command is proper one. We have our prompts. It would be full process, download, or transcribe. Transcribe is nice, so let's try transcribe, and it would create not found. Okay, because we should specify not URL but folder. Let's specify a full folder with after CLC and go and do transcribe. I'm just reminding that we support every step, like not only full processing of the file where we need URL, but we could download, we could transcribe multiple times, we could process prompts multiple times. We already did it multiple times. So yeah, it should read that file, understand that it's more than 25 megabytes, then it should say, okay, I need to create chunks, and it will create chunks 30 minutes long. And right now what we have our Python probably working on something. Python. Okay, it should be pretty simple task. So when we do transcribe, it will go to main, and if it's transcribe, we look for all the audio files and transcribe audio file, and for each audio file we say transcribing audio file mostly immediately. Oh, it says it, okay. And then we say split audio file, and okay, probably it's the same. We read it from file, and if it's less than 24 megabytes, we just return it. If not, we say is larger than 25 megabyte, split it into smaller chunks. So audio segment from file looks like on this machine taking a lot of time. Now we received that it's larger, splitting into smaller chunks. Let's, while it executing, let's ask this few things. So we have first chunk, but while we do that, let's ask here. For some reason on my machine this line executes quite long. Any way to speed up? And let's see. So one chunk, which is first chunk, first 30 minutes. Okay, and the chunk is here, and yeah, it's about 12 megabytes. Maybe we could do chunks like 45 minutes. With that bitrate, it would be smaller. Basically, we could do chunks in an hour. It should still be smaller than 25 megabytes limit for Whisper, correct? Okay, we have two chunks, and we need two more. Part 0, part 1. Oh, not part 1, but part from Z seconds to Z seconds, and from Z seconds to Z seconds is 5 seconds overlap. You see, it's always 5 seconds like less, 5 seconds less, so we could combine them in one transcript after. Let's see how it will work. Okay, we created, looks like we created 1, 2, 3, 4 chunks. Oh, 4 we still need to create. So we create 3 and creating 4. But it should be fast because it's smaller than 3 before. It would be maybe 8 megabytes. Let's wait. Or should we continue? Okay, it's less, but not much. And what we have? Line 471 in module, transcribe audio file, future result, self get result, self exception. With Whisper API, transcribe is missing one required position Whisper config. Oh, come on. Yeah, it looks like true. So let's see. We executing split audio files. Okay, now we trying to transcribe chunk, and we have chunk Whisper config. Transcribe with Whisper API, and that thing also require open API key. Let's see, it's our changes. Do you remember? Transcribe whisper API, open API key, and that is in here, whisper config. Okay, let's say, is it possible to say revert that line, revert the change? Okay, and open API key is missing here. So transcribe open API key, then it's here open API key, and here whisper config. Looks like we need to send also config. And from config transcribe chunk config. Let's put config here. Of course, we could fix all of those with open AI API key. That all happened because O1 preview don't know information about most recent open AI SDK changes, so it provides us some code which will not work, and we do some manual changes to make it working again. So now it should work. So probably we can go, yeah, it will take some time, but let's try to transcribe once again. Let's say transcribing, and let's read how to speed up the things. Maybe it's possible to speed up. It's taking too long, maybe due to one of more of the following factor. Okay, EO speed. Okay, audio libraries relies on FFmpeg and libav for operation, ensuring FFmpeg is correctly installed and updated. Can sometimes improve the speed. Here are two ways to improve performance. Use more direct audio loading library. If you only load in and split in, that may be faster than PyDeep. You can use a Python package to load the audio file into chunks without fully loading it into memory. I like it. I like it because directly for chunking, convert start duration command output file. Okay, so split audio FFmpeg import subprocess. Basically we just execute command line utility here. Let's try do that maybe. What do you think? So we interrupted the code execution, but it will take long time. So maybe if we could do it faster, why not? Split audio file. So let's ask it once again. I'm lazy. Let's save some time to call. Can you help me writing the code using is applying the same logic? Okay, so we need import sub process. Let's go up and import sub process. Then we need audio bitrate, it's okay, and split audio file. Let's confirm that chunks, and chunk is file path start time is temp. Let's see, chunk is append file path start time is temp. Okay, looks like the same logic, at least looks like. Split audio files, file path, chunk length overlap, split chunk path, chunk length overlap. We doing that. Try path duration probe 2 milliseconds, larger. Okay, we just remove it. If duration is larger, so if it's smaller, we just return it. If more, then we get duration, and then executing the same code, but here split, run, and once we execute, we append. Okay, looks good. Let's try to execute it here. We need to execute the same command with transcribe and see how faster it would be or not. Okay. Chat completion object, it's fine. Error retrieving audio duration. We know what to do. We'll ask ChatGPT, and if it couldn't help us, we will sync. Let's see input file. Let's see if we have ffprop. What is that? Okay, so let's see if we could maybe update. Help help long full type name 222 version encoders simple duration metadata and how make full help h full. Let's see if it has own update. Oh, it's too full, it's too big. Stop, please, stop. Okay, path is evil. So usage, video options, audio options, subtitle option. Okay, that is the latest probably. Help, codecs, protocols, global options, advanced global options, debug 2222 per stream, video, advanced video options, audio, subtitle. Okay, looks like it should be updated with Python or somehow. Let's go and try to do the changes it's proposing. So it would be audio duration and duration okay, and then we go further. Okay, let's try to execute once again. And see. So we received audio file. It's larger than 24 megabytes splitting. It starts splitting and we see that it's doing faster. Right now its output from 0 to 30 minutes basically, and we splitting it with speed 34 to 1x. It means that we will be splitting it about 1 minute of that file. So we splitting with speeds for 34. It means that for 1 minute we need, for 35 minutes we need 1 minute of time. And now we are create a chunk, and now we need to create another chunk, that one, and we're doing that. Yeah, it provides a lot of information. Okay, let's see, still long time. Let's see when we generated that file. 12:01. Let's refresh. 12:19. Right now 12:19. Let's see if it was able to override that file. So locally videos, night talks, software, part 0. Looks like it's the only video folder. Let's remove that. Oh no, we couldn't, because probably it's already writing that file, correct? It's right in part 3590. Yeah, that file. Oh, it's date created, not date updated. I think, okay, why it's not updating the files, but maybe it's updated. I'm just looking date created. Date created. Date. Date. Do we have something like updated? Title with URL. Not good. Date created. Date sent, released, received, modified. Date modified. Okay, now it has more sense. Let's replace it. Let's date created would be somewhere here. So we see that it's actually updating those files, and we send in all the audio files for transcript generation. We send them immediately. At the same time, let's see what will return and if we could execute and get proper SRT as result. All the files are about, okay, because we removing the files, it means we received its results here. Let's see on the code. Transcribe audio files, transcribe chunk, and when we do transcribe chunk, we get transcript SRT, we receive plain text, adjust SRT timings, and remove audio file and return. So we already removed, part of the files. So we waiting for the last chunk. And plain text, we even return plain text. Do we do something with plain text here? Transcribe futures, result append, result txt, result SRT, transcripts txt, transcript SRT, SRT. We don't use transcript txt at all after that, you see. Probably we could omit that code. It will not save us long time, but still. We're still waiting for this one, probably. It's still much faster than we try to execute that whisper locally. We already tried. Oh fuck. Error cleaning up transcript. Object is not subscriptable. Chat completion message. It's new code, and when we do here, we then clean up the transcript. Client, create new client. Client chat completion, create model, config model, messages, role, system, user, full transcript SRT. Okay. Response, choices, message. We shouldn't use message context, but instead message dot context, correct? Let's see some other code. Messages, role, system, okay, try. Yeah, looks like that. Why they couldn't leave the same thing here? I mean, both. Because of it we have to you know what, let's, because we already have that path, so let's preserve transcript before we try to clean it. So transcribe chunk, it's fine. Here, transcribe audio file, transcript SRT, full transcript SRT compose, and let's do that before we transcribed file SRT. Let's call it transcribed file temp SRT. Output dir transcript temp SRT, and we just write full transcript SRT how we built it before. Okay, so at least we have slightly more things. And now we need to again wait for some time to basically to divide all the files, all MP3 files, and then send them to Whisper, build one transcript, and try to build clean transcript. And after that, it should be I mean, we will have all the transcript saved. If it will complete it successfully, we can go to the next step. Process prompts. And process prompts, basically we normally haven't changed anything with process prompts, so it should also work well. So if it will work well, we could do processing of one single file, full process. It will take some time, and then I can show how we could gather multiple URLs from page and run that program on multiple URLs. It should do URL after URL after URL, and then it should just create folders, download files, transcribe, and process prompts how you want. And that should be it. It should create everything we want in that folder, in those folders. Okay, after that we could create something, maybe simplified version. If some parameters are not set, we could ask for them, and it will create simple thing which we could execute from desktop shortcut, and just, okay, I want full process, like F or just select option 1, 2, 3, provide URL, and then go and drink tea. Once you return, it will have in the folder everything you need, like full transcript, text representation of your video file, and processed prompts. I mean, titles, keywords, descriptions, and so on. How long is my stream? Let me quickly look. It's about 1 hour 30 minutes. So let's see if it will work, and we continue tomorrow. Tomorrow is a good day. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. Who else likes midweek? So we are waiting the last file. Once we receive, we will start execution whisper. So we send all the 4 transcripts because we use multi-threading in Python. And once those files start disappearing, it means that we had transcribed version of each part of these files. I'm not sure about that SRT library. I haven't used it before a lot, and per yesterday it's done not as nice as just regex. So we waiting. Okay, we wrote a temporary SRT now. No. So it's stream, and it should be about 1 minute 56. So looks good. Let's see what we have here. Right now we are waiting for cleaning. We are waiting for clean version of that stream, because in the stream, when we have about 30 minutes, let's go to the 30 minutes. Okay, and let's call all types, call it description assert save, all types, and call it description assert save. You see, it's some duplication here because we do with overlap. No, save not. Maybe I said that. I will not reject. I don't want to save it as a language. And let's see, what about 1 hour? 1 hour is another point, correct? And we go closer to 1 hour here. Okay, let's see. YouTube ungiven transcript, and use it alone and to fill any bills with transcript, and it still doesn't work well. It doesn't precisely can generate section. Okay, I'm trying to create a solid for generating with section 4. Let's see, YouTube ungiven transcript, and use it alone to fill any bills. I surely haven't told any bills. Oh, we have that, you see. Okay, I'm trying to create a solid and reliable prompt for generating a video section 4. Let's see, through use alone to fill any bills with transcripts and still. So, okay, and here as well. Let's go here. Let's start a new chapter. Okay, I'm trying to create solid form. Let's see. So yeah, there are some, I see it's not built 59 to 1, 59, 52 to 59, 54. So yeah, it's not well. and we couldn't what saved clean transcript to here. And what next? Expected continuous start of or of match or end of input char and match it. Okay, so it's returned transcript but not in well format, expected format. Let's go to our folder and see it here. Reload. We need to provide better. So you see here is the cleanup transcript with duplicate subtitles removed, properly formatted, and then we get it only till 7:39, and that it's just stopped. So we need to fix that in cleanup transcript. And we should have max tokens not as 2000, but it should be much bigger. We have config, and in config normally we have max tokens, and here would be max tokens, int max tokens. So let's try do that, and max tokens would be max tokens, temperature 0.2, maybe it's fine. Let's keep 0.2. Messages, okay. And messages, I just need to change that message to provide just transcript. So let's work on that next day, tomorrow. But we are pretty close, and let's see how we'll work cleaning the transcript with ChatGPT. I know that we will use ChatGPT a lot, so we will use Whisper for every 30 minutes of stream of video, and then we will, by the way, we don't need cleaning if it's less than 30 minutes, correct? We don't need cleaning. We should change this code for if chunks is 1, we could skip cleaning. Yeah, we will save that. Let's save that as to do if chunk, let's say length, yeah, equals 1, skip cleaning. We don't need it because we're not combining the transcripts. And then with cleaning we just need go and also to do update prompt to return just SRT without any additional details. There are a lot of examples in internet how to do that, and we could just ask ChatGPT to help with that because it's his kid. So it should be possible, I think. Yeah, so I will do it tomorrow, and hopefully we could pass that point where we need to clean up transcript when it combined, and of course we then could test everything on maybe some other Mr. Beast video, for example, for shorter transcript time, and for longer it would be my video, and we'll test it, like how it's working. If it works fine, I'll commit the code and you could use it, and I'll continue to improve that script so it could be used very easily, and we'll add readme file how to install everything required for that script to be executed. Basically would be just one thing. Once we install Python, it would be just like pip install requirements, or just pip execute, yes, something like that. We don't have any requirements here, so we have all the requirements required here in the SRT library, PyDAP library, and of course OpenAI and YouTube DLP. How we installed that? Oh, we have probably requirements, it just haven't changed. Prompts folder. We don't use that config anymore. Probably we could remove it. And for requirements, yeah, we put all the requirements here, so yeah, probably we still need to install them. But we don't need that thing. Okay, let's review those requirements later. Right now we just need to finish our AI helper Python to make it work nicely with long videos, so it could do proper combining of all SRT into one and execute prompts on nice SRT, receive good results, and we'll try to make sure that that's working fine tomorrow. Yeah, we need few to do things. I wrote it, so yeah, we could work on it. So what else? I think I'll transition to big screen. Yeah, at the beginning of the stream I talked a lot about how it's important to not get things we have as granted. It's always important to be grateful for everything we had, including like all our body parts, air, meal, and water, warmth, and yeah, even our clothes. And of course, more than that, it's to be grateful for all the love we have, all the wisdom we receive, all the acceptance we could have from our loved one, and all the cozy environment we live, or maybe not so cozy, but still warm, still with acceptance and with love. So it's all mean a lot, and just don't forget about all of these things. So it's all my recommendation for today. Just think what you have and be grateful for that. And just a reminder, I'll do streams every day, and I will do streams at least for another 45 days, hopefully more, but maybe my schedule will change. Normally it's 10 PM PST, basically 2.5 hours before this time, but sometimes I could postpone stream up to 1 hour based on some conditions I had. So that's it. If you have any questions, please put it into the comment section under the stream. We could start with your questions, of course. If you don't have questions but just want to say hi or write something, please do that as well. So that's it. I'll see you whenever you are ready, but I will see that camera tomorrow. So, or maybe not that camera, another one. If I stream from home, I use different camera, more nicer. Yeah. So, yeah, see you guys, and anyway, have a good luck.